Hey Aquarius. So while I was shuffling the cards and meditating on your energy, I got a pretty serious vibe from you, Aquarius. I feel like you are kind of silently making decisions without really like consulting the people around you, which is not always a bad thing. I feel like you're coming off very stoic at this moment. You're not really saying a whole lot. And I think that people are picking up on this energy, and you kind of might even like it, because you might be making them nervous or uncomfortable. And I feel like part of what you're doing is in spite of the people around you. And I feel like you're kind of you've had something brewing for a while in on the inside, and I feel like you're about to make a move right now. And I think you kind of have this knowing that this move is kind of sticking it to somebody a little bit. Like you may be in a living situation where you're like planning to move out and you're not really telling anybody until you get a place secured and you've saved up enough money and you're just being quiet for now. You know what I mean? And then you're just going to be like, well, here's my 30-day notice, and then just leave. You know what I mean? So then you're at least still left in the right way, but you, because I feel like you're being diplomatic by not saying anything, and you're also protecting your plans. So, yeah, Aquarius, I'm just getting that you have some pretty strong feelings and you're keeping them to yourself at this time, and you're being very stoic and reserved. But you're very serious, and I feel like the more that you keep it to yourself, the more sure you are of this decision, because you are just like observing the behavior of the people around you, and you more and more just know that you're making the right choice. That's the feeling that I'm getting for you, Aquarius. And you're kind of just like, yep, go ahead, keep talking, keep playing games, like you don't even know that I'm just about to pull the rug. You know what I mean? Like that's the feeling that I get. Like maybe you work in a job where, somebody is mistreating you, and they think because you're being quiet that it's because you have nothing to say, and not because and this could be any variety of types of relationship dynamics, but I feel like that they think you have nothing to say, and that you don't have an argument, or you don't have strong feelings about it, that you're just you're just taking it, and little do they know it is greatly influencing your decision, and you're just more and more like they just keep piling on, I feel like, and you're just like, wow, yep, yep. And so I feel like you're just playing it cool right now, but you're planning something. That's the feeling that I'm getting for you. So let's go ahead and pull an oracle card, and we'll see what the overall energy is for your reading, Aquarius. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance. We couldn't do it without you. Could we get some messages for Aquarius, please? Messages for Aquarius. This one right here. Okay. Okay. I'm actually going to go ahead and pull the bottom card as well, because I feel like they're both for you. I sometimes do that, but the gardener and listen. Here's the gardener. Like I said, I feel like you're planning something. Like I feel like you're putting energy into something behind the scenes here. And you also have listen. You may be listening to your spirit guides about this right now. And I feel like you being quiet is actually giving you a big opportunity to listen to what other people are saying. So I feel like a part of this is you actually listening to what people are saying, and you're just absorbing it, and you're just, you're like, okay. You know what I mean? That's the feeling I'm getting. And when people don't know that you're in that state, they can say and do all kinds of stuff that's just like, they have no idea that it is just kind of, they're digging their own grave, basically. That's what I'm getting for you. So let's go ahead and read the deeper messages of these oracle cards here. So for the gardener, the words are non-judgment, acceptance, and self-compassion. Standing proud in a lush green garden, a woman holds a growing bulb in her arms. 2 small houses spring from the plant, and her skirt is transformed into a house. Flip the page here. She is the gardener of her soul, the caretaker of her home. Her feelings are the flowers of her garden. By taking care of herself, she keeps growing stronger. but sometimes uninvited guests invade the garden, intruders like jealousy or shame. If we recognize these as neither good nor bad, but something to be investigated and accepted, we can treat ourselves with compassion and keep blooming. Interesting, Aquarius, because I, for whatever reason, I am feeling that these intruders may or may not be emotions, because in the book for this card, they talk about it being feelings like jealousy or shame, which are very real. And if you're experiencing those emotions, I would encourage you to investigate them with compassion, and to not judge yourself for it, or to hold on to them and think that they're completely justified and there's no need to investigate, or there's no need to unpack those feelings. Like, I would encourage you to do so. But sometimes I feel like people can be intruders of our garden and interrupt our healing process and prevent us from being able to fully flourish the way that we would like to, okay? The next card you got, excuse me, is Listen. And this is actually the card that appears on the front of the book here, so maybe that's significant for you. The words are mindfulness, sensitivity, and empathy. This young woman with closed eyes and a knowing smile is rooted in the earth. Her hair has transformed into the roots of the plants above her. You can tell the woman is aware of her surroundings. She is connected to the voice of nature. She can listen to the growing plants beneath the ground. She is an integral part of her world. She understands the sorrows and worries of the environment. She also knows the songs of nature's pleasures. So what I'm getting for you, Aquarius, is especially with the gardener here and Listen, I feel like both of these cards are really encouraging you to really be in touch with the land right now. And it's very possible that you are very in touch with the land and with the nature around you. And I feel that you are cultivating your own garden, your inner landscape, right? So I feel like you are attempting to maybe kind of bridge these two worlds together a little bit with the work that you do on the outside and how that reflects on the work you're doing on the inside, right? So I'm going to go ahead and pull some tarot for you. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance. Do you have any messages for Aquarius today? Any messages for Aquarius concerning this decision they're planning on making, or this energy that's brewing, this stoic, quiet nature? Okay. Yeah, we're going to go and keep going. Any other messages for Aquarius? Any advice for Aquarius in moving forward? Any advice? Yeah. I'm going to keep shuffling. Any other messages for Aquarius? Any advice? Any insight, advice, or guidance for Aquarius? Okay. Interesting. I'll pull one more. Yeah, you know what, that one did try and come out twice. Okay. So, sorry, sometimes I have to tune in and see if those are the right cards for you, but they are. Okay, so we've got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So, in the context of these cards here, I feel that your, how do I put this? Okay, I'll just start with this. You've got the Ten of Pentacles coming out. The Ten of Pentacles has to do with whatever this decision is that you're making. It has to do with your family life, your home life, your stability. Okay? Your advice is the Five of Pentacles. You very well might have to leave somebody or something out in the cold in order to do this, which is part of the reason that I'm getting that feeling that you are in some ways being a little bit spiteful with this decision, that you may be doing it to stick it to someone else because, you have to leave somebody out in order to move forward with whatever this decision is that you're making. And I want you to know that your advice is to do just that. Okay? The next card you got is the World. This also came out as part of your advice. The World card is about closing out old cycles and beginning new ones. So no matter what happens moving forward, Aquarius, I believe that it is in your best interest to close out whatever cycle you are currently in, okay? And that should be your main focus. I can see that your decision has to do with maybe building or acquiring something, but it should also be about leaving behind, okay? So your advice is to close out this cycle. Next, coming out, you have the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups can refer to past life relationships. It can also refer to past relationships within this lifetime. And it also represents nostalgia, thinking back to fond memories of somebody, and even maybe fantasizing. This has a little bit of a fantasy kind of energy to it when it comes to the Six of Cups. I feel that you may be feeling a certain way about your past. Next, you have the Five of Cups in reverse. The Five of Cups really does encourage you to, being in reverse here, that you may not even need this encouragement, because I feel that this might be something that you're actually already doing, which is why it's in reverse. But the Five of Cups in reverse represents no longer crying over spilt milk. Simplest way to put it. You're no longer grieving the past. You're no longer grieving what has been lost. You are no longer feeling sorrow for the cups that have been spilt. You're recognizing you still have two cups sitting upright, and so you are going to focus on those instead, okay? And in this deck, what they show here is instead of cups, if you can see it, there's people out in the water. So, you know, you would be the person standing on the edge here, and then you have two people that are more nearby. You're more likely to be able to save those people, is the way that I interpret the card. But the other three who are out to sea, you know, they're gone. You're not going to be able to save them. But these other two, you know, they're still within reach, okay? And that's basically the energy of the Five of Cups, is that you still have two cups that are in the upright, and then you have three that are spilled. So I feel like it being in the reverse is you really letting go of the sorrow and grief of the past, right? But you also have the Ace of Cups coming out in the reverse. And the Ace of Cups, for me, all the aces, this is the feeling that I get from them, is the aces represent gifts from the universe and gifts from spirit. So what I see is with the Ace of Cups in reverse, I feel that maybe you're having a tough hand at love right now, and that love may not be coming in at this time, or you're feeling like it's not coming in, okay? Yeah, I can feel a little bit of your tension, Aquarius, also. I feel that you maybe feel like you're stuck in between a rock and a hard place right now, and I think that you are really wanting to go for this Ten of Pentacles energy. You really want to heal yourself and focus on yourself. And I feel like you might have to leave something or somebody behind in order to do that. It could be you quitting a job. It could be you leaving a relationship, cutting off toxic family members. And I feel like you may be nostalgic for the past, but, you know, the past maybe didn't work out for you. And you're starting to let that go. Does that make sense? That's what I'm getting for you. So anyway, let's pull some more cards. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance. As always, do you have any other messages for Aquarius at this time? Any messages for Aquarius? Maybe advice for Aquarius, things they may not know. Anything that Aquarius may not know that would be Wow. Okay. No offense. You don't know a lot there, buddy. Just playing. I just dropped off the deck. Just kidding. I'm here to empower you. I'm just being facetious. We're going to go ahead and reshuffle that. I'm not going to take those cards. Wow, bottom of the deck is the King of Swords in reverse, though I feel that's significant for you, Aquarius, because this is your energy, the King of Swords. So it being in the reverse, I feel like maybe you are letting something linger a little bit too long, maybe more than a little bit too long. You are having trouble cutting something out of your life, and I feel like you're getting ready to do it. So that's the feeling that I'm getting for you. Anything that Aquarius needs to know. Oh, we got something flipping out. Okay. Anything that Aquarius needs to know, any advice or guidance for Aquarius at this time with this situation? Any guidance for Aquarius at this time? Okay. We're going to take it. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot, but we're going to take it. We've got the Seven of Wands in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Maybe you're less defensive of yourself. You may just be kind of letting things roll off you. Like with this quiet, kind of serious vibe. You have the Hermit in reverse. You may be coming out of a state of inward exploration. The Hermit is all about finding your inner light and learning to let it shine, right? So you're going within. With that in reverse, I feel like you're either coming out of that or maybe you need to do that. You'll know which one resonates for you. You've also got the World card. The World card again. So what I am feeling from this is that you are ending a karmic cycle, specifically a karmic cycle because of the other cards I'm seeing here, and you are beginning to move into a new cycle, okay? And I feel like Spirit really wants you to embody this energy. I feel like Great Spirit really wants you to acknowledge that this is what's happening right now and to move with it. Be in alignment with this time frame in your life, okay? Rather than resisting it, right? You may or may not be resisting it. But with the Devil card coming out, I think that you very well may be feeling quite trapped. You may be struggling with addictive patterns. You may be struggling with obsessive energy. I think that this might have to do with whatever situation it is that you are in. And I think that you are attempting to liberate yourself from this energy based on the other cards in the spread here. I feel that you are sick and tired of this energy. I feel that you want to work through this and liberate yourself from these self-imposed restraints, right? Because this is all about self-imposed bondage. This has to do with desire. This has to do with the psyche, okay? So this is really psychological first and foremost. And once you know that, it can be really quite empowering, especially when it comes to addiction, that you really do have that choice. And it doesn't mean it's an easy choice by any means. You know, saying no to something when your body is saying yes is incredibly difficult. And so, you know, I want to encourage you to, you know, remind yourself that this cycle is ending for you, okay? Like the universe, it really does have your back in this situation in moving forward. And, you know, just know that this is a perfect time for you to cut ties and end karmic cycles, okay? Next, you have the Three of Cups coming out in reverse. I am honestly feeling that this might have to do with you maybe have in the past spent a lot of time celebrating with friends and loved ones, or you've had kind of like third party relationships like polyamory and things of that nature. And I feel like this is you not wanting to do that anymore, or this is Spirit encouraging you not to do that anymore. And with the Three of Cups, I feel like this does have to do with drinking, and maybe drinking with friends or lovers, and I feel like this is spirit telling you that that is not a energy that's encouraged at this time, and it very well may be that you're already deciding not to do this, right? So I feel like this is confirmation for you. It's either confirmation or guidance, okay, to let that energy go, let that cycle end. You've also got the Ten of Wands. So you may be feeling, you have to remember also the Ten of Wands is about completion as well. It's the end of the, the wand suit, or however you want to say it, right? So, the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior, and the Ten of Wands is the unbearable burden, basically, is the best way to say it. So this is the very end of the road, and it's always darkest before the dawn, Aquarius. And I feel like spirit wants to remind you that this burden is almost done. You're almost able to drop this burden, and it is your decision, okay? And I don't feel that it will be even possible for you to continue carrying this burden, but I just want you to know that we can keep ourselves stuck if we don't go with the flow and the energy that is being encouraged right now. So if your intuition is telling you that this is a heavy burden for you, and you're ready to which you have the high priestess coming out as well, which is all about intuition, then it's time for you to drop these burdens. So the high priestess is definitely encouraging you to do so here. This intuitive knowing is definitely available to you now, and you may be highly intuitive, Aquarius. You may be incredibly psychic. You may be having dreams or intuitive nudges about certain things, and it is a big part of your decision making right now, and you're being very quiet about these messages you're receiving because you don't trust the people around you. And I feel like you're kind of just with this Three of Cups in reverse, maybe you're watching people act the fool a little bit, and your stoicism is making them even more nervous, so they're talking more than usual, even, so they're kind of revealing more and more about their intentions or their energy or who they really are. And because you're not reflecting anything back to them, you're not affirming anything they're saying, you're not encouraging it, you're not enjoying it, you're giving them nothing, so they're kind of grasping at straws with you right now because you're being very mysterious. That's the other energy with the high priestess, is this higher intuitive knowledge. So you might be making people very nervous right now, but guess what? If those people are nervous, it's probably because they are being shady, right? So you've also got the Five of Pentacles in reverse here. I feel like this is because you got the Five of Pentacles as your advice earlier. Now I feel like this is you wanting to come out of the cold in a situation. And you're going to have to put somebody or something out in the cold in order to do that. This might be you moving to a job that's more better suited for you. So you might have to quit your old job and leave your old, crew out in the cold because they're going to be needing your help and you won't be there. But this is you coming out of the cold as a result of your decision making. So I do feel like this is in your best interest, okay? You've also got the, well, maybe this card doesn't even matter, honestly. Well, because I really wasn't getting a lot for this, but, because I don't want to even encourage, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and show it to you because I hate doing that to people. So you got the Four of Pentacles in reverse here. I feel like, like I was saying, this doesn't really resonate with your reading for me personally, and I'm not sure who this is for. Maybe this is for one specific Aquarius that isn't really following this storyline, which if you made it this far and this isn't your story, then, I'm not sure. But this is really about scarcity mindset, maybe, I think is the best way to describe it for this reading, or for the energy I'm getting. So perhaps you have had a scarcity mindset in the past and you're holding on to what you had because you're afraid to lose it. Okay, that makes way more sense. Yes, no, this does resonate. Okay, this is more so you're now realizing that in order to gain, you have to give. And that means sometimes you have to let things go, okay, because there's no room for anything else. Like, check it with the Four Pentacles, like there's no room, because you've already got all your spots are filled, right? So there's no room for anything new to come in, right? So I feel like, you're needing to let go a little bit and be less, afraid of losing something, right? So, okay, that makes sense. Anyway, that's what I got for you, Aquarius. I appreciate you stopping in. Please do like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff to support me and my channel. And I hope to see you again next time. Thanks. Bye.